makeup enthusiast, welcome back to my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. Yes, I did used to call this channel Makeup Use Disorder, which I thought was really funny, but I am, in my personal and professional life, a psychotherapist. And I used to joke that makeup use disorder was not an official DSM diagnosis, but it should be. And as a mental health professional, I suddenly felt so insensitive for making a joke about any kind of mental health disorder. I know it sounds like a joke, but there are people out there who are legitimately struggling with shopping addiction, makeup addiction. They genuinely feel like they can't function unless they're wearing makeup. It is a real thing and it is a real struggle for some people. And so now I'm just calling my channel, my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. And apologies, I know that I am microscopic in the YouTube community, but I do want to sincerely apologize if my channel name was upsetting to anybody. Sorry. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. I promise you that it's nothing bad. There's been nothing tragic in my life. It's just been other obligations that have pulled my focus from YouTube. I'm in my last semester of graduate school. I'm doing my internship. I love it, and it's just taken up a lot of my time and attention. So I have stepped away from YouTube, but now I am on Christmas vacation, so I'm back for at least 2 weeks. For today, since I am rusty, I am going to talk about something that is pretty easy to talk about, and that is needs, notices, and nopes. That is the products that I desperately want that give me a raging makeup hard-on. The products that I notice, I'm like, I see you. I don't know if I'm gonna ask you to come over just yet, but I see you. And then the nopes, as in, I see you, and hell no, stay away from my face. Actually, I'm gonna flip that around and do nopes, notices, and needs, because I always like to end on a positive note. So we will begin with the nopes. Number 1, Urban Decay. My makeup husband. I'm Lainey Decay. I should change that to my channel name. That has a really nice ring to it. Okay, I am no longer Lainey Bradbury. I am now Lainey Decay. So obviously I'm not throwing any shade at my husband. Well, yeah, I am. But obviously that is not to say that I don't love Urban Decay. That is just to say that I find some of their products. Oh. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to talk some shit about a Naked palette. Urban Decay. Honey, put your clothes on. Nobody wants to see that. And your clothes are so cool. It's that glam, grunge, 1990s thing that made me fall in love with you and marry you in the first place. I miss that. I love your clothing. It's so pretty. And you just don't look good naked. I should have said this in the very beginning. My brain is Teflon for things that don't appeal to me. Like, oh, I don't know, YouTube drama, or boring eyeshadow palettes, or any kind of face product at all, unless it promises to cure wrinkles, in which case I'm like, and then it never works. You know what does work? Botox. So yeah, basically there is a mile-long list of things that I'm not interested in, but I am so uninterested in the things that are not going to be mentioned in this video that I don't even know that they're out there. Like, they don't even stick to my brain. They're that boring to me. These nopes in this video are products that were actually marginally interesting in terms of they had my attention for a hot second, and then I went, nope. So now that that's out of the way, the Naked Cherry palette, it got my attention. I was like, ooh, pinks. Okay, my face likes pinks. My eyes like pinks. But these are muted pinks. Like, my objection to the Naked Cherry palette is the same as my objection to the Modern Renaissance palette. Just, okay, there's that pretty pink, or there's like 1 or 2 pretty pinks, but for the most part, it's shit colored. Now, I have seen some really nice looks with this palette on YouTube, because I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, and they're pretty, they're nice. It's something that would just bring me down if I wore it on my eyes, because it's muted, and I don't do muted. And so, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this palette. It's not ugly. It's nice. I'm sure that if you want something a little bit more adventurous than the normal boring-ass naked palettes, this would be fine. This would be good. But for me, it's just a little bit muted. Also, why was this not a Valentine's Day release? I don't understand that. This does not scream holiday to me. This screams Valentine's Day. On a positive note, I will say that I desperately want that eyeliner, not the blackish one, because I have plenty of black and off black eyeliners, the pinky one, the Love Drug, this one. I think that that is lovely. And I do like the 24/7 Glide On eye pencil, so I know that they don't have it in stock at Sephora or Ulta anymore, but they do still have it on the Urban Decay website. So if you like this color, it is still in stock on urbandecay.com. The second nope for me is the Lolita palette, for the same reason that I'm saying no to the Naked Cherry palette. It has nothing to do with Kat Von D's idiotic statements about not vaccinating your kids. I finally learned what was going on because people kept saying, I don't support Kat Von D anymore. I don't like Kat Von D anymore. Fuck Kat Von D. And I'm like, why? Her makeup is so good. I mean, usually, maybe not lately, but historically, her makeup is so good. Why are you hating on her? And then after watching enough videos, I put it together that, okay, she said some shit about not vaccinating your kids. That's fucking stupid, but you know what? I am not going to stop buying good makeup because I disagree with the brand owner about something that is not even remotely related to makeup. But that's just me. So yeah, muted, some kind of pretty colors, colors that I would definitely wear on my body, but probably colors that would make my eyes kind of sad because they're just dull. And I understand that a lot of people do like the softer, more muted eyeshadow look. Totally get that. I don't. And so this is a pass for me. I'm sitting here thinking there's all of this controversy. There's so much just vitriol right now for Kat Von D. I think the fetish collections were not successful. I didn't really even notice them, so they were kind of a pass for me too. I'm thinking that the girl's gonna need a comeback, and I'm thinking it's gonna be epic, and I'm just waiting for that. I know she can do it. Number 3 on my nope list is from Huda Beauty, and I think she has some kind of controversy going on now too. My brain is Teflon for makeup controversy. It is so boring, I don't care. Huda did something that pissed somebody off and now she's controversial. So I'm gonna talk about something very controversial. I'm gonna mention Huda. I generally really love her makeup. I have about 1 billion of those little mini Obsessions palettes and I love them all. They are my children. And when she came out with the new Nude palette, I noticed it. I noticed a nude palette. Granted, this isn't really nude, strictly speaking. It's much more interesting than that, but I actually noticed it and I thought, wow, I could actually knock out some really soft but still glamorous and beautiful looks. So I was going to buy this. I had cash in my purse. I went to Sephora with the express purpose of buying this palette. And then I swatched it. It hurt my hand. Those pressed glitters hurt when I swatched them, and I'm thinking, if it hurts on my hand, what is it going to do to my eyes? No, do not come near my eyes with that scratchy glitter. I live very close to an airport. Can you hear that? Number 4, the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. This hurt my heart because I am such a gingerbread lover. You would think, obviously, gingerbread shades would not appeal to me. But the concept of gingerbread is very near and dear to me, and it did have some nice pops of like pink and orange and purple, and so I swatched it. It was meh, just because it's boring. That's all I can say about it. It's boring. And it smells good. It doesn't smell like gingerbread, but it smells good, and that's always a selling point for me with Too Faced. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this, just that packaging is adorable, but the eyeshadows are boring to someone who really likes color. yeah, that wraps it up for today. Thank you so very much for joining me. I'm always happy to have you here. I completely forgot my outro.